Tonight on Ctv3 News, an intruder is shot to death in San Pedro. Police is now investigating a suspected home invasion. Prime Minister John Briceño addresses the Belizean diaspora in LA. Torrential rains cause flooding in Libertad. And DYS Corozal gets ready for the summer. They are catering for your child. These are some of the stories we have for you tonight in our newscast for Friday, June 21st, 2024.
El siguiente es un comunicado de St. Francis Xavier Credit Union Limited. Reunión especial. Comunicado a los miembros. Estimados miembros, en conformidad con la sección 61.8 de la Ley de Uniones de Crédito, el registrador de uniones de crédito ha otorgado aprobación al administrador para que se lleve a cabo una reunión especial. Dicha reunión se llevará a cabo el domingo 16 de junio del 2024 a las 10 de la mañana en el auditorio Hugo J. González en el Centro Escolar México Junior College, aldea de San Román en el distrito de Corozal. Todos los miembros están invitados a asistir a la reunión especial, ya que el administrador proporcionará una actualización sobre los asuntos de la unión de crédito. Se requiere que los miembros presenten sus libretas y una identificación válida para registrarse. Los arreglos de transporte se anunciarán en una fecha posterior. Mensaje del administrador St. Francis Xavier Credit Union Limited.
Good evening. With your news, also simulcast on FaceTime FM 106.7. I am Joanna Rodriguez. Last night, San Pedro police were called to the scene of a shooting incident on the eastern side of the island in the area locally known as Secret Beach. When police officers arrived at the scene at around 9:45 p.m., they saw the motionless body of a man later identified as Stephen Francis Arceo, locally known as Coco, partially inside the house. From what 27-year-old Alexi Marcelo Chavarria told officers, he and his common-law wife were asleep when she was awakened to strange noises coming from the kitchen. She immediately woke Chavarria, who then headed to the kitchen to make checks, and that is when he saw 47-year-old Stephen Francis Arceo trying to gain access to the house through a kitchen window. Reports say Chavarria yelled at Arceo to go away, but Arceo kept forcing himself into the house through the window. Fearing for his life, Chavarria pulled out his licensed 9mm pistol and fatally shot Arceo. Arceo's body was taken to the San Pedro Polyclinic in the back of a police mobile where it was pronounced dead upon arrival. The body now awaits a post-mortem examination. Ctv3 News has been able to confirm that Chavarria is tonight detained at the San Pedro police station as an open investigation continues. Chavarria's common-law wife has also provided a witness statement to police. Coco was known by police to be a drug peddler in the Secret Beach area of San Pedro. On a side note, in September 2019, Alexi Chavarria, 22 years old at the time, was driving a black pickup truck that was towing a trailer, and at the time, 19-year-old Joshi Chan was in the pan of the pickup. However, when Chavarria tried to overtake a vehicle between miles 69 and 70 on the Philip Golson Highway, a vehicle behind him was trying to do the same. As Chavarria swerved back into his lane, Chan fell to the pavement and the trailer ran over him, killing him. Prime Minister John Briceño departed Belize yesterday to participate in the Belize Diaspora Summit taking place in Los Angeles, California. The summit and forum serve as crucial platforms for connecting Belize with its diaspora, promoting investment opportunities, and fostering the exchange of ideas and expertise. Accompanying the Prime Minister is a high-level delegation, including Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Natural Resources, Honorable Cordell Hyde, the CEO in the Ministry of Tourism, Nicole Solano, other related staff, and the Mayor of Punta Gorda, Carlos Galvez. As day 2 of the event kicked off today, Prime Minister Briceño addressed those in attendance, first highlighting Belize's rich investor climate in booming areas of tourism, BPO, renewable energy, among others.
About our climate, here are some important impacts. One, we are a naturally endowed country. Therefore, we can take full advantage of those things that makes us unique. Two, we have many things that we can boast about, which makes us an attractive foreign direct investment destination, apart from the incentives. Three, we are politically stable. We are English speaking, but also multilingual. Four, proximity. We're close to the United States, Central America, and even closer to Mexico. Five, our currency is pegged to the US dollar with no thought of devaluation. Partners in development, potential investors. Inbound investments are what we seek to accelerate the expansion of production, increase infrastructure, which leverages our tourism product. We are focused on increasing domestic generation in renewable energy and reducing our dependency on fossil fuel and Mexican energy. The business process outsourcing BPOs sector continues to expand and is now the second largest employer outside of the public sector. And there is plenty of space to grow this fairly new product. My friends, we are open for business and making the necessary changes which make doing business in Belize a seamless process.
Prime Minister Briceño also outlined his government's work towards creating a more investment climate-friendly environment by constantly boosting the country's economic stance.
My cabinet is committed and working cohesively to ensure that ministries are on board, as well as staff at all levels, as we make a cohesive thrust towards economic sustainability. There are over $500 million in investment opportunities in areas such as renewable energy, tourism, agriculture, new growth, business process outsourcing, infrastructure, and the orange economy. Embedded in Plan Belize is the adaptation of an export-led growth by creating greater diversity through the enhanced development of traditional and non-traditional offerings to increase the economic pie. We have the workforce and the resources. We're making the necessary legislative, policy, and procedural changes to create an enabling environment on foreign and local investments. Also, we're ensuring that capacity building is being undertaken to ensure that we take full advantage of the increased investments. As such, we can leverage our skills and human resources by further reducing the unemployment rate, which the latest figures of the first quarter of 2024, which we will be announcing shortly, is showing that unemployment in Belize is at its all-time low at 3%. I'm convinced that these changes will continue to increase investments. Along with this, the government has been doing its part to create the enabling environment that will allow for a better investment climate. We have taken significant steps to reduce our external debt, which has gone from an all-time high of over 130% of GDP to 64%. This should contribute even more to investor confidence.
Over the next few days, the delegation will engage with members of the diaspora, investors, and stakeholders to discuss potential projects and partnerships focused on sustainable development here in Belize. The Prime Minister is expected to return to Belize on Monday, June 24th. During his absence, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Foreign Trade, Education, Culture, Science, and Technology, Honorable Francis Fonseca, will assume the responsibilities of Prime Minister. Belize has been under unstable conditions and heavy thunderstorms, mainly in the northern districts. All week, residents have been advised by the National Met Service to stay vigilant and monitor the weather conditions constantly. The Met Office also noted that the Hydrology Department has all the information needed in relation to flooding and can be reached at phone number 822-0667. Though the rains have decreased today, the past heavy showers did leave their mark when it comes to flooding. Today we visited the community of Chula Vista in Corozal Town, where this store could not make a sale because the flood waters covered the entire street and front yard. The owner declined to speak to us on camera but confirmed that the situation is one that happens yearly, but the waters recede quickly. We also went to Libertad, where a few homes were inundated by water. We found out that the council is looking into the situation and the area representative has also sent in assistance. Today we spoke with Aiden Romero, who spoke about how the response has been.
Pues la verdad, usted sabe que el ministro siempre ha ayudado a la aldea, ¿no? Y a Southwest. Pues hablamos con el ministro y con el chairman y ellos mandaron maquinaria del Public Work y gracias a ellos que estuvieron limpiando los drenajes y todo eso. Y si usted se da cuenta ahorita con estas lluvias que hubo y le damos gracias a Dios porque necesitamos las lluvias, pero hubo unas inundaciones en parte de Libertad, pero se limpiaron los drenajes y el agua ahora ya se está yendo, ¿no? Como saben, como aquí está cerca el río. Pero le pedimos a la comunidad, a las personas que también cooperen, que por favor, si viven al lado donde hay paso donde hay que se limpie y si ustedes ven gente botando basura o cualquier cosa, repórtelo al chairman para que sepamos, ¿no? Porque sabemos que con estas lluvias hay problemas, inundaciones y todo eso y es lo que causa el problema. Por eso se estanca el agua y con la basura y todo eso. Y gracias también, como le vuelvo a repetir, al ministro Mr. Ramírez, que él ha cooperado todo el tiempo con la aldea, que es Libertad, y con todos, que es el Southwest. Le damos gracias a él. Y en eso estamos ahorita, ayudando a la aldea en todo.
Romero says residents can also do their part and the same can happen in any other village to fight off the mosquitoes that will become more abundant after the rains.
Le hacemos un llamado a todos los aldeanos y eso va Libertad, Concepción, de toda la área. Por favor, limpien sus terrenos porque ustedes saben que ha entrado esta plaga de mosquito y eso es lo que necesitamos, limpiar los terrenos para que sí tratemos de, no podemos decir que vamos a eliminar los mosquitos, pero con la limpieza que se hace, ustedes saben que todo queda bien después. Y le pedimos a los aldeanos que por favor limpien y tiren su basura, pero hay puesto adecuado para botar las basuras. Y ustedes saben que nosotros hemos hecho proyectos con el chairman y con el ministro que en veces durante el fin de mes salimos, recogemos basura para que sí, la aldea se mantenga limpio. Y eso es lo que queremos, para que sí todos vivamos felices y estemos en una buena salud.
The last report from the National Met Service forecast a weekend with showers and isolated thunderstorms. 4 foreign nationals are tonight awaiting deportation from Belize after they and 2 Belizeans were charged yesterday with illegal entry into Belize. The foreigners, Emil Desdamirov, 30, Mistaf Oglu Asgovor, 33, Carmen Amurili, and Jilson Fernandez Jr., 32, pleaded guilty to entering Belize illegally through the banks of the Mupan River in Benquevejo del Carmen. The men expressed remorse and explained they believe they could enter Belize with their European visas, having been misinformed during their travels. They were fined $1,000 plus court costs and faced expulsion from Belize. Two Belizeans, Jasmine Margaret Espat, 28, and Samuel Alexander Peters, were charged with facilitating the commission of a crime. Espat, a store manager, and Peters, a traffic officer, admitted to transporting the foreigners after their illegal entry for a promised payment of $500. The couple cited financial hardship as their motivation, detailing struggles with a sick child and struggling business and recent health issues. They expressed remorse and shame for their actions. The presiding magistrate acknowledged their guilty plea but stressed the seriousness of the offense. While refraining from imposing jail time due to their clean records, she fined each of them $1,000 and court costs. Espat was ordered to pay her fine immediately or face imprisonment, while Peters was given until July 31st, 2024. Coming up next, a new office space is inaugurated in San Pedro for DOE, the Forest Department, and NEMO. Stay tuned.
The Orange Walk Clinical Lab Summer Promotion 2024 is here. Get your summer promotion on glucose, cholesterol, triglyceride, and hemoglobin for only $20. Also fantastic promotions on prostate PSA for only $50. We also have other packages on promotion. We also provide DNA paternity testing. We take this opportunity to inform the general public in the Orange Walk District that we are an approved NHI lab service provider. So for all your NHI lab tests, just visit your NHI medical provider and visit us at the Orange Walk Clinical Laboratory. We take care of all your NHI lab tests. Results are provided the same day.
Today, the government of Belize, through the Ministries of Sustainable Development and Blue Economy and Disaster Risk Management and the San Pedro Town Council, celebrated the official opening of a new office spaces for the Department of the Environment, the Belize Forest Department, and the National Emergency Management Organization, NEMO. With the establishment of these offices, the corresponding agencies will be better able to address environmental and emergency management concerns for San Pedro Town, Key Cocker Village, and Key Chapel, which are every growing community in our country.
So today really marks a significant milestone in our journey towards preserving the breathtaking beauty of our beloved Belize. As we gather here on this beautiful island, San Pedro, La Isla Bonita, surrounded by the azure waters of the Caribbean Sea, we stand committed to safeguarding our environment for generations to come. It is a momentous occasion as we gather here to officially open a new chapter in our commitment to environmental stewardship. As we open the doors to these new offices, it is a testament to our unwavering dedication to conservation, to sustainable development, and continued growth in our nation. This momentous occasion underscores our shared responsibility to nurture and protect the natural wonders that grace our nation, as well as the livelihoods of the people. Belize, with its rich biodiversity and stunning landscapes, holds a special place in the hearts of its people and is also, as we know it, a global treasure. From the lush rainforests teeming with life to the vibrant coral reefs that dance beneath the waves, our nation's ecological wealth is unparalleled. Yet, with this privilege comes great responsibility. As the minister responsible for the environment, I am acutely aware of the profound importance of preserving our natural world. Our commitment to environmental protection is not just a responsibility, but a sacred duty to safeguard the legacy we leave for future generations. Here, on this island, we are reminded of the fragility and the resilience of our environment. Climate change and the threats posed by climate change, such as rising sea levels and coastal erosion, pollution, and habitat destruction, which threaten the delicate balance of our ecosystems, are stark reminders of the urgent need for action.
As one of the country's fastest growing tourism destinations, Ambergris Caye is facing multiple environmental threats which can now be tackled on the ground, according to NEMO Minister Honorable Andre Perez.
And it's a collaborative effort that starts not only with having the Department of Environment, but to provide support. Case in point that we have discussed, the EDs here as well, and the board that we can speak about discussing how Holchan can assist. Holchan is a very important component here in Ambergris Caye in providing support, not only to that we'll be doing for the DOE, but also it does to the police department. And whenever there's needs, they always go and to the call. Also important, the participation of the San Pedro Town Council and the Kikaka Village Council. We are all committed to working to ensure that the Department of Environment is able to serve us well. And in any way, Minister, your department, I assure that we're here to collaborate and work with you as best as possible. Development is important. Development, especially in Ambergris Caye, is fast growing. But with that growth, we also have to be very careful. As the person from Invocation said, we have to do it in a very sustainable manner. We have to be very guiding ourselves that fine balance of development, but at the same time preserving our environment that it is sustainable. So now this is a plus here for the DOE, and it's historical. I'm glad to be here this morning. Now, of course, I want to focus on the Department of the Disaster Risk Management. As the Minister of the Disaster Risk Management, I am also excited to inaugurate our NEMO office for San Pedro and Kikaka. Today, our level of preparedness as a community is a key factor in saving lives and properties when an emergency or disaster strikes. Whether these emergencies or disasters are natural or man-made, it is important that NEMO, along with other government agencies and other emergency response partners, as well as other humanitarian actors in San Pedro, have the necessary skills and resources for immediate and effective and humanitarian response.
A few days ago, El Salvador celebrated the inauguration of President Nayib Bukele for a second term in office. Prime Minister John Briceño and Minister of Foreign Affairs Francis Fonseca led a Belize delegation to the official ceremonies. While there, the Prime Minister and Fonseca discussed the topic of a partial scope agreement with President Bukele. To date, those discussions are ongoing in order to improve and expand trading opportunities for Belize. According to Minister of Foreign Affairs Francis Fonseca, we are one step closer to accomplishing the goal of signing the agreement.
Prime Minister had an excellent meeting with President Bukele. I was there with him. I think, there's a lot that can happen between Belize and Salvador. There's an opportunity for increased trade, increased tourism. Agriculture is one area that we're looking at as well. I think it was an excellent discussion, an excellent productive meeting. In terms of the poor partial scope agreement, we've made significant progress on that. We finished the second round of negotiations. So there's the third round is coming up, I think sometime in August or so. The third round is scheduled to come up. We've gone a long way in terms of what we want to achieve there. And I think coming out of the third round, we'll be able to have some conclusion to the partial scope agreement. So I think sometime this year we'll be able to conclude that.
Of note is that El Salvador has a population of some 7 million people. Belizean troops are back home after a month-long specialized training session in Jamaica, a preparatory step for potential deployment to Haiti as part of a multinational peacekeeping force. The group consisted of 31 Belize Defense Force BDF soldiers and 20 Belize Coast Guard members who completed a vigorous training program supervised by the Canadian military, which based the training on the peacekeeping curriculum, which outlines their expected roles in Haiti. So the question now is, when will the team head out to Haiti? Minister of Foreign Affairs Francis Fonseca says the details for the trip are still being ironed out.
Belize remains committed to participating in the MSS mission, but there are still a few outstanding issues that have to be finalized. The funding of the, I keep making this point, funding of the mission is critically important. That has not been, all the funds have not been sourced as yet, but we're glad to hear that, you know, countries are stepping up. The United States, Canada, France are all saying that they will contribute more. So this is not just a Belize issue, it's the CARICOM. Entire CARICOM community is concerned about the mission. So Belize, and also, of course, the very important issue of the logistics of the organization of the mission. We need to have a very clear exit strategy. So we can't send our soldiers on a mission where we don't have a clear exit strategy. What will they be doing in Haiti? We have to be very clear on that. What role will they be performing there? But we're very happy that progress has been made. CARICOM has been very, at the forefront of this issue. We now have in place a prime minister, an interim prime minister in Haiti. The transitional council is still in place. So I think we're hoping that, over the next few months, we can see a greater level of stability in Haiti and eventually have free and fair democratic elections.
Of note is that the team returned to Belize after participating in the second phase of their training following a 2-week session held in January, which was focused on the United Nations' participation doctrine. And there is more news after the break. Stay tuned.
This plan, I can't leave this plan. Smart Belize!
Hey there, smart thinkers. We're turbocharging your mobile experience with Smart's powered up postpaid plans. Imagine a world where your data speeds flows faster than ever. Well, guess what? We've cranked up the dial and unleashed the postpaid power of Smart's lightning-fast LTE data on all our postpaid plans. That's right, no speed bumps, more data. It's like having a limitless highway of data speed at your fingertips. Whether you're a Lone Ranger with an individual plan or a squad rolling with a group plan, everyone gets to surf, stream, and share at enhanced, full, high-quality speed. Switch to Smart's powered-up postpaid plans today and ride the wave of postpaid power. Visit any Smart showroom or smart-bz.com for details and make your mobile experience smarter and faster. Smart, bringing people together.
I know I can't leave this plan. I can't leave this plan.
Summer is almost around the corner, and the Department of Youth Services is gearing up to offer summer programs to young people of all ages. Since students will be at home, DYS Corozal has organized several programs for those interested. Ctv3 News spoke to Nikisha Lima, youth officer at DYS Corozal, who told us that there is a program of interest for every youth this summer.
Once again, like every year, the Department of Youth Services plans summer programs and activities for young people in the Corozal district. And this year, again, we have activities for our young people in Corozal district to take place in the month of July. Our first activity for this year's summer program is Youth in Calisthenics. And it's dated for July 8th to the 25th for both males and females ages 14 to 29. And most of our programs and activities is based on our service areas. And this is part of wellness and counseling. We also have barbering classes in both urban and rural areas, starting with San Pedro Village, July for young people ages 14 to 29. And just a reminder that we also target young people in and out of school. You don't really have to be a student. You can be out of school as well to be a part of our programs here at the Department of Youth Services. The barbering classes for Corozal Town is July 22nd to the 24th. Once again, it's for young people ages 14 to 29, for both males and females who are interested. We also have what we call cupcakes, canvases, and conversations. This is going to take place on July 19th, ages 14 to 29 for both males and females. Our cupcakes, canvas, and conversation is based on canvas painting, conversations, leadership activities, team building activities, yoga sessions. It's for July 19th.
For the youth people interested in sharpening their beauty skills or studio recording, there is a program totally free for them as well.
We also have aromatherapy, manicure and pedicure for July 15th to July 31st for young persons ages 17 to 29. Another activity that we are having, it's called the mobile studio. We have the mobile studio coming in all the way from Orange Walk to Curacao on July 18th to the 19th. They will do vocal recording. So if you are a young person that has your own music, or do you have a riddle or something that you want to record, that would be a great opportunity, because we have the mobile studio coming into Curacao July 18th and 19th. There will also be an instrument guide playing, for example, pianos, guitars. So if you have your guitars, you have your pianos, and you want to record playing it, you can also do so on that day. And this is for young people ages 14 to 29.
Once you have registered for any of the summer programs, all details of logistics will be afforded to you. DYS Curacao can be contacted via their social media pages or by calling telephone number 402-0440. You can also visit the office at the corner of 9th Street and 7th Avenue during normal working hours for more information. The University of Belize UB and Belize Sugar Industries Limited BSI have signed a Memorandum of Understanding MOU focused on national development, including human capital development programs, student internships, job placements, and technical cooperation in soil analysis and tissue culture. The MOU signifies a strategic approach to invest in the potential of young professionals by providing critical experiences through student internships and job placements. This partnership is a win-win, as BSI will host UB students in various capacities, ranging from thesis dissertations to field visits, bridging classroom lessons with real-world applications. These experiences are pivotal in equipping UB graduates to contribute significantly to Belize's nation-building efforts while providing BSI fresh perspectives and talent. The collaboration also aims to enhance the capabilities of the Hummingbird Analytical Laboratory, elevating it to a comprehensive agricultural soil testing facility. A recent donation from BSI has equipped Hall with the necessary reagents and equipment to perform a full suite of chemical physical agriculture sector, potentially revolutionizing local soil testing. Such testing is essential for farmers and agronomists to make timely and cost-effective decisions to maximize yields and minimize the overuse of agrochemicals, thereby fostering sustainable agricultural practices. Additionally, BSI and UB will collaborate on micro-propagation technologies to ensure the phytosanitary health of agricultural crops. Micropropagation, a tissue or cell culture technique, allows for growing, storing, and maintaining large numbers of plants in small spaces, making it a cost-effective solution. The partnership aims to improve disease testing techniques, micropropagation methods, and capacity building, particularly in light of the increased prevalence of plant diseases due to climate change. And that's the news. We invite you to join us for another newscast on Monday, June 24th, here on Ctv3 and Fiesta FM 106.7. Remember that to read the text version of the news, you can visit our website at ctv3belizenews.com. You can also log on to our Facebook page for current stories at facebook.com/ctv3belizenews or our YouTube channel at Ctv3 News BZ. Remember to wash your hands and remain safe. From all of us here at Ctv3 News, have a safe and pleasant weekend. Thank you for watching and listening. Good night.